Thursday. However, we can prove it's another sunrise and another sunset. Because we understand and understand that the days of the week are obsolete around this bitch. We understand the weekends are obsolete around this motherfucker. You see, you told us it was 365 days in a year. Yet you only gave us 7 motherfucking names. You gave us Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday again, Tuesday again, Wednesday again, Thursday again, Friday again, Saturday again. What are the other names of the other 300 and motherfucking 58 days that are left in a year? What? Make it make sense. Then on top of that, I'm not fucking done. I'm just getting started. You call the days weekdays. Carmen, turn me up, Carmen. Turn me up. You call the days of the week weekdays. Ask yourself, well, why? If it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and fucking so forth, why are you calling them weekdays? Oh, well, let's take a guess. We understand that words carry vibration. Words carry energy. Words are spells. So you call the days of the week to weaken us. Wait. Hold on now. Don't stop there. Because not only did you do that, you gave us the weekend thinking that the weekend was a motherfucking break. But hold on. You called the weekend. So you want to weaken us some more. You know what? We're on your ass. No more of the bullshit. We can see. Now we were asleep. You know, niggas was unconscious. You know, niggas was knocked out in comas around this motherfucker. You know, niggas ain't know they left them right around this bitch. You know. Yeah, we was in a coma around this motherfucker. However, I think you're forgetting that when you're in a coma, there's 2 ways that this shit can go. You can get out the coma. You can wake up, but you can remain in a coma. You forgot. We had that option to get about the coma. So here the fuck we go. Now, 3 questions. 3 questions. You should be asking. If you're not asking these 3 questions, you're in the way. The first question should be, who the fuck am I? The second question should be, where the fuck am I? The next question should be, why the fuck am I here? If you're not asking, who am I, where am I, why am I here, you're in the wrong motherfucking realm. You're in the way. I see you, childhood. So, these are the motherfucking questions I asked self. I asked self. I didn't get the answer from no motherfucking body else. I didn't go ask the pastor. I didn't go ask the priest. I didn't go ask the deacon. I didn't go ask my mama. I didn't go ask my friend. I didn't go ask my brother. I didn't go ask my sister. I didn't go ask whoever. I asked self. And when I asked self, I got the answer. Self said, now you're cooking with oil. I was waiting for you. This is what self said. Self said, I was waiting for you. You're not getting in here. Don't ask for no invites. You're not getting up here. So, after I asked self these questions, I asked self, right? I said, self, who am I? Self said, do you really want to know? I said, you motherfucking right. Who am I? Self said, I am that I am. Now, I didn't understand that at first. I am that I am. That's the end. You know, I'm like, I am that I am. I am that I am? What the fuck is that? Source? Self? What is that? Self laughed. You'll figure it out. And left. And here I am. So the next question I asked, once I figured out I am that I am, where am I? Self said, you gotta find that out on your own. Now that you know that I am that I am, you'll find out where you are as well. So I said, okay. All right. You're right. You're right. Oh shit. Yeah, that's true. I am that I am. You know what? You're right about that shit. And here we go. Now, a lot of you, do you really know where we are? Huh? Do you really know where we are? I mean, yeah, they told you Earth. It's deeper than that. You see, even in the word Earth, Earth is an acronym for heart. I said, no, I need detail. Where am I? Self led me here. I said, well, what is this? They said, well, you're right here. You're in the center. Yes, heart. You don't remember. This is Tiamat. I said, Tiamat. 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 Let's get to the nitty gritty. Tiamat. Tiamat. I didn't say United States of America. I didn't say North America. I didn't say Egypt. I didn't say Israel. I didn't say Tamarican. I didn't say Tartaria. We need to go back. It goes further back. Tiamat. Tiamat. You never heard of Tiamat? Tiamat is the colossal water world primordial waters. The first motherfucking mother. All of this, you see this behind me? Tiamat, the whole motherfucking thing here. The whole goddamn district. You're forgetting. Now, let me refresh your memory. Tiamat is the primordial waters. You see, what are you mostly made of? Quick! What are you mostly made of? Quick answers. What are you mostly made of? Water. Bingo. Okay. Second question. What are we mostly surrounded by? What is all of this here? All of it. Water. So if you are made of mostly water, then what the fuck does that make you? That makes you a Tiamatian. You're a primordial. You see, a lot of you guys, you know, you want to be sun children, sun babies, children of the sun. I get it. It's levels to this shit. I was there too. You know? Sun this and sun that. I had to go deeper. I had to dive in. Hold on. It's not up for debate. You see, water before the sun. Water birthed the sun, nigga. You are made of mostly water. You forgot. You are the Aquafina, nigga. Let's think. Aquafina. Aqua. Aquarius. Hold on. You forgot. Tiamat is the whole motherfucking Stargate. You forgot Tiamat is the motherfucking host. You forgot Tiamat is the motherfucking aquatic in the motherfucking plasma of all this shit. So if you want to know where you come from, the primordial waters. And Earth became Tiamat in Earth form after the first invasion. After the first invasion, Earth took on Tiamat's Stargate. Now, the first invasion was those motherfucking Anunnakis. Hold the fuck up. Because, see, y'all got it twisted around here. You got it twisted. Yeah, I said it. The Anunnaki. You see, Tiamat is the host, is the aquatic plasma. She based the whole motherfucking civilization. That is the central motherfucking Stargate. That is the hub, nigga. For all the motherfucking solar families. It is the anchor point for the fifth harmonic universe. So Earth became heart. After the destruction, you see, her system is the motherfucking Aquagate, nigga. Is the motherfucking portal linking all the Siriuses. I think you're forgetting. You're forgetting the Anunnaki wanted to control. The Anunnaki wanted the motherfucking control. The Anunnaki wanted to take over the motherfucking Stargate. You hear me? Marduk. I think you're forgetting. You forgot. I told you. It's about us, it's about the land, and it's about the motherfucking technology. Let me call off the names of some of the technologies, because you might have forgot. You forgot the technology, the weapons that they motherfucking used. They had annihilation beams. They had annihilation beams. You heard the saying, beam me up, Scotty? Hold on. You think it's a game? Let me show you something. Hold on. Did you? That's one of the technologies. That's one of the weapon technologies that they had, nigga. Look at Tartaria. Do you see this? Looks like it was melted. This is Tartaria. This is Tartaria afterwards. Them motherfuckers had weapons like an annihilation beam, which is a gravitational compression weapon. It was capable of cracking the motherfucking planet's crust. You don't hear me though. You see, you're forgetting about the astral belt. You're forgetting that we are in prison. We are prisoners of war. We are the survivors of the first motherfucking invasion. You don't hear me though. Look, check this out. Right? Let's zoom in so you can see up close. We can agree that, well, it's an ice wall here. We all can agree that Antarctica exists, right? We all can agree on that. But have you ever asked yourself, how the fuck did this ice wall get here? Because this ice wall was not always here. Have you ever questioned that? And have you also ever questioned what could form the ice wall? Huh? They had to do it with technology. So ask yourself this. Why would we need an ice wall? If it's just us, if it's only us, right? As they say, it's only us. We're the only ones here. It's just us. Ancient, I see you. Turn me up. Why would you need an ice wall? Have you ever asked that question? Should have rung the bell there. Because if it's just us, there would be no need for an ice wall. Have you also asked this shit? Okay. If you have us in a ring, an ice wall, that means you want to keep us in. Have you ever thought about that? When you have us in this big ass circle like this, you want to keep us in, you don't want us going out, and you don't want what's out there to come the fuck in here. But wait a minute. You told us that the firmament was here, and there's nothing outside of the firmament. Hold the fuck up. Make it make sense. You told us that. Right? Well, then if that's the case, if they told you it was a firmament, right, over us, then something should have went off to you. Why do they have a firmament here? Why is it a firmament here? If it's nothing up there but fucking space, right? You told us ain't nothing up there but space. Space, the moon, the stars, that's it. Well, smartass, if there's nothing up there but space, there would be no need for a firmament because you wouldn't be separating it. There's nothing to separate. Then on top of that, you told us that, oh yeah, the firmament, yeah, it's there because it needs to protect us from water. Hold the fuck up. Hold up. We remember metaphysics, okay? We remember metaphysics. We remember that, wait a minute, it's plasma, gas, liquids, then solids, okay? Liquids and solids is all this shit here that we done formed. It's the lower density. It's lower density. So then in that the case, above the firmament is no longer liquid. It's no longer liquid. Above the firmament is no longer liquid. It's higher density. So the firmament is not there to separate us from no motherfucking water. Get that through your head. It's not there to separate us from water. You're separating us from something, okay? And it ain't water. You forgot? We already in water. Wait a minute. I just told you. Water. We already in water. If you didn't know, you're breathing in water right now. This is water. You're in water. You're in water. You're in water. Aquatic. You think you're a sun baby, though. Make it make sense. If you were a sun baby, right? Just children of the sun. Why the fuck can't you go to the waters? Huh? And why would they allow you to be able to look at the sun all motherfucking day long as you want? If you were children of the sun. You play with that water and they're on your ass. Aquatics. You are not children of the sun. Tiamat, primordial waters. The water birthed the sun. So we're gonna knock that out right there. The water birthed the sun. Okay? And if you want to get technical, the sun is just a motherfucking portal. The sun does not heat up the planet. Alright? So with that being said, you're forgetting about the Andromedans, right? You're forgetting about the Tiamat souls. You're forgetting about the Marian Palladians. You're forgetting about the motherfucking ocean dragons. You're forgetting about the ocean dragons, but hello, the dragons, they're waking the dragons up right now. You ain't seen Jamaica? You ain't seen Jamaica? The dragons in the water, nigga. Oh yeah, they got us under a big spell. Now, if you have a ring around us, right? And this green, and they got their own sun outside this motherfucking wall, then this lets me know that it is civilization outside this motherfucking ring. Okay? Now, who the fuck is on the outside of these rings? I'm not too sure. I know some of the motherfuckers is us, because we everywhere. We on all four corners of this shit. We on all four corners. We everywhere. Now, besides us, I don't know. And I also know this. On the outside of this ring right here, on the outside, they're not breathing in what we're breathing in. They're not intaking what we're intaking. You forgot, we're in a container. They're not breathing in what we're breathing in. That should let you know something right there. We supposed to be taking in motherfucking hydrogen. Nigga, you ain't supposed to be brown. You're rusting. You're rusting. You don't believe? That's okay too. Wear copper and don't take copper off and see if your ass don't change motherfucking colors. You see? As above, so below. You're forgetting, right? You don't come from here, okay? You traveled. You came through the waters. You traveled. You always existed, okay? You came through the motherfucking waters. This is the motherfucking ship. This is the ship, okay? When this ship got finished being made for you and got ready for you in the womb, when this ship was being put together and designed for you, you came in when it was ready. When your mother's water broke, you came on in there. That's why the water broke. She can't hold two souls. It was never two souls in here. You had to wait for this motherfucker to get ready. Then you came and ascended. That's a whole nother topic. Now, you're forgetting. We went to war. Okay? Who we went to war with? I'm going to remind you who we went to war with. We are the Tiamat defenders. The Aqua Seraphims. Okay? The Palladians have water tribes, you know. We have Syrian dolphins. Okay? The Andromedan guardian ships. The Draconic ocean engineers. Does this ring a bell to you? Does this ring a bell? Let me say it again. Before you thought your ass was human, okay, because we're in lower form. This is our lowest form. We dropped in frequency. Everything. Okay? But before then, okay? Tiamat defenders. You had the Aqua Seraphims. You had the Palladian water tribes. You had the Syrian dolphin priest. You had the Andromedan guardian ships. You had the Draconic ocean engineers. And we went against the Orion Black Sun empires. We went against the Anunnaki royal factions, okay, who were loyal to the made-up Enlil and Marduk. We went against the Draconian shock troops. We went against the Nibirian war vessels and the Storm Lords. We went against the genetic weapon beings bred for combat. Let me say this shit again, because you're not gonna hear this anywhere else. I can promise you that. Motherfuckers ain't moving, they not going back enough. Motherfuckers stop right here. They stop when they get to ancient Kemet. They don't go before that. It goes before that. Let's talk about Lemuria. Let's talk about Atlantis. It goes before that. They get right here. Hold on. Let me say the names again. We are, this is Tiamat. I don't give a fuck what they told you. I don't give a fuck what name they told you it was, because they're going to change the names. They've changed the names 100 times, so you don't remember. Because guess what? When you remember, memory is activation. Let me say that again for the ones in the back. Memory is activation. I'm going to say it 3 times because we know what that is. Memory is activation. Okay? All right? Memory is activation. you they had technology, right? They won the war with technology. I think you're forgetting here. They had weapons, okay? Okay? They had planetary scaled technology. They had planetary scaled technology. Planetary scaled technology. They had an annihilation beam, okay? They had a plasma roar engine, okay? They had a crystal harp of the seraphim. They had a draconic geopulse. Let me say this again. The weapons that they used to destroy us in the galactic war was the following. Now, do you remember this? They had an annihilation beam. The Anunnakis had an annihilation. This is my notes. This is my notes. This is my notes. I need you to remember, I'm going to say some words that will resonate and it should activate your DNA. They won against Tiamat through weapons, planetary scale technology. They had annihilation beams, okay? They had plasma roar engines, okay, that came from Orion, that generated artificial suns. Hold on, it generated artificial suns to scorch the oceans, Hold on. Let me calm down. They had another weapon, a planetary weapon. It was called plasma roar engines, right? They had a crystal harp of the seraphim. This could bend time, space through harmonic sounds. They got us with this type of technology. You're forgetting. Hold on. Let me take a breath. They had draconic geopulse, okay? They had a dark matter gravity lane. Okay? They had a dark matter gravity lance. It was fired into Tiamat's equator, and the oceans boiled. Okay? Okay? This is who we went against. Hold on. Let me name the names. Hold on. This is who we went against. Hold on. Who we went against? Here we go. Hold on. We went against the Orion Black Sons of Empire. We went against the Anunnaki royal factions. Okay, they were loyal to Enlil and Marduk. We went against the Draconian shock troops. We went against the Nibirian war vessels and the Storm Lords. They had genetic weapons. Okay, they used it in the war. They had planetary scale technology. Okay, the Anunnakis. They had annihilation beams. Look, this is how they got rid of the whole civilization. We had to think about this. How did they wipe out Tartaria? How were they able to do this? Through the technology. Okay, and I'm not talking about guns and bombs. Look, we are the Tiamat defenders, okay? I'm going to read the names. You have the Aqua Seraphims. You have the Palladian water tribes. We have the Syrian dolphin priest, okay? We have the Andromedan guardianships. We have the draconic ocean engineers, okay? Us. This is why they don't want us playing in the fucking water. They let us stare at the sun. All day long, but I think you're forgetting. Hold on, I think you're forgetting they had weapons that could make artificial suns. Hold on. They had plasma roar engines, okay? They came from Orion, okay? They generated artificial suns. This is how you know. The sky is a fallen. They have a sky machine. Okay? This is why they let us, you can sun gaze. They don't have a problem with that. They'll let you do that. Try to stop playing in that water. Look, we had dolphin, we had dolphin, we had Syrian dolphin priests. We had serious. Look! Hold on. Sirius, Xylenthia, Sirius, C, Sirius A, B. We had Syrian dolphin priests. You wonder why you can't talk to the dolphins. You wonder why they won't let you talk to the dolphins. The apple don't fall too far from the tree. Look, we're right here in the center. Look, wait, 2 balls. As above, so below. Same architect. Look. We went against the Nibirian war vessels, and we went against the Storm Lords. Okay? They are the invaders. The Anunnaki. And guess what? You're not gonna find any of this shit in no fucking book. They want you to think that it's just us. So you don't know what the fuck is going on. And so that you don't remember. We're still at war. They told you it was a war in heaven. They never told you the war stopped. They admitted to us, oh yeah, there was a war in heaven. The war never stopped. You don't hear me though. The war never stopped. They told us it was a war in heaven. The war never stopped. So what makes you think we're not in war right now? We're prisoners. Think about it. You need permission for everything. Do you not? You need permission for everything. Permission. Permission.
Are the images.
A good night. Like money is food. Look at that horse. Look at that horse. Look at that horse. See as hell are back to ground. Down on horse.
Are the images from Christopher Columbus? Where are the 1492 ships? And we talked about this in multiple other videos. Where are they? They have a picture of the Santa Maria, which I thought was really interesting. There's the ship that supposedly came over, right? What's interesting is if you look at all the emblems on the ship, but here's the part that doesn't make any sense, right? And this is why I like to connect the dots. You have this ship, right? But look at those high-rise buildings in the background. Those are pretty big. So people supposedly coming over on these ships were also building high-rises in the back of the city. This is a building in California, and it goes by each state. Look at that. Look at that architecture. Just remarkable, right? The amount of detail, the arches. Big Bang Theory must have included those buildings too. Yes, when they were doing Big Bang, they were talking about Big Bang of these things because they were getting rid of a lot of this stuff because there was so much beauty. Now here's what's interesting. This is Raisins, California building. And I'm going to turn this and try to get you guys so you can see this. But that is a pyramid. Where are the images?
No, y'all, this is not. This is about unity. This is about love. And we definitely got no choice now to put all the BS behind us.
Never leave a bank account in your name. Instead, do this. I'm sorry, sir, but after your wife passed,
42 million Americans are about to be left without EBT and food stamps. And for the first...
If I ever told my side of the story, you would start looking at other people different. If I ever told you what really happened, you would start looking at people different. I'm not preaching to people who spoil and cry over everything. I'm only preaching to Father, y'all, who... If I ever...
That goddamn print.
Hey, niggas in my...
I'm gonna show you the picture on the website.
Oh, that's the people you want to be. He want to be YT.
They the same people anyway, the insides.
Yeah.
So what's the difference? You got a pale face and a melanated Oreo cookie.
Aren't you a Slavic? Aren't you part Slavic? If you're white tea history buff, that's the mutt part, right? Y'all was over here mixing. Y'all don't even know. That's why y'all can't have children. Too much mixing. That's why when we mix with y'all, something happens and our children are messed up.
This is the natural remedy of nature.
Too much mixing.
Eliminate yourself. Recognize go outside of nature. And the sun.
Y'all was having children until y'all start doing all that crossing up. That's one thing we know. When y'all wasn't doing all that crossing up, you were able to have them. As soon as y'all start mixing.
The Phoenician bloodline is right there with the Yuchi Indians. Phoenicians are Hebrews, nigga. And you steady talking about the Greek. I got that video too. I got the video somewhere on my phone, but I can't put it up on TikTok. Oh, the Greek Indians. Oh, y'all niggas want to be Greeks? Yeah, I remember you saying it. I went and found it. I went and found it just for you, Tariq the Freak. Roll the coin. Just for you. Now, this is the way you got to look at it, people. This is the way you got to look at it. Hebrew is an agriculture language. Hebrew started with agriculture people. Their own language. Everybody don't got this. Quit letting them people tell you that the Israelites got it, the Phoenicians got it, the goddamn everybody got it. No, everybody ain't got it. It come from one place, right? The first letter in Hebrew is the plow or the ox. The ox or it's the ox. Aleph is the ox. The ox is used for agriculture to pull the plow. So the A look like the plow right now today. And then you turn it back into Paleo Hebrew, it go back to the ox. Whoever created the language starts off the aleph or bet with agriculture. Who got the first plow? What's the land of the plow? The land of the plow in the hoe is Tamari. Now you get it? That's an American language. Don't let them people tell you nothing else, bro. A motherfucker who ain't farming ain't came up with no alphabet for no plow and no ox. If you don't know nothing about plowing the field with an ox, your ass don't know nothing about no Hebrew. Africans did not till the soil until we came. They didn't flip the soil, put holes down there to put the corn in the hole, let the corn sprout out with irrigation. They didn't know nothing about it. The Hebrew brought that. Y'all starting to understand it now? Them mound builders, them big ass mounds right there on the Mississippi River, got agriculture all around them, aligned with the spring for agriculture. You starting to get it now? Them ain't no goddamn Native American mounds. Them Hebrew mounds. But the American Indian are the descendants of them people. So therefore, they still American Indian. Our shit. Nobody else was sophisticated enough to do it but us.
We really need to go run the government the fuck out of here right now, bro. I'm telling y'all what I know. Our ancestors left that shit right there for us. One thing y'all can't say, we didn't leave it here. They weren't never here, bro. Because that mound sitting right all over the southeast everywhere with our ancestors in it. All we gotta do is show y'all the mounds and kick y'all ass out of here, bro. It's just that simple. Our ancestors still got stuff right now today you cannot debunk, bro. When I point at Ottawa mounds, when I point at the Winterville mound, Poverty Point, Watson Break, Hopewell mounds, Adena, y'all got to come up off the land, bro. The layout is of the Milky Way, bro. These are Milky Way stars in summer and spring and winter alignment, just like Egypt, bro. You think a Native American done that? Them ancient melanated people. Them mounds so damn old, bro. Them hunter-gatherers weren't even out the cave yet. You think a Native... We have figured the stars of the Milky Way out before they came out the cave, bro. How you gonna even talk to me like them y'all mounds? Serpent Mound is aligned 7,500 years ago, bro. Serpent Mound older than a motherfucker. Serpent Mound got a whole cave you can go underground right there. Duat right there. You bury your people underground because of Duat, the underworld. We just want sticking people down there under the ground for no reason. This is the laws of Ma'at. We bury our people elaborately underground. Not no hunter-gatherer. This shit common sense. Hunter-gatherers just fall out and die right where they die, bro. Don't nobody get in no funeral. Hunter-gatherers, they put in the ground with gold and copper. They just fall out and die and get ate up by the vultures. Do you know how many years and months it takes to build these mounds? Bro, it takes years to build mounds. Dirt bucket after dirt bucket after dirt bucket of black soil, Kemet, red clay. You think a Native American done that type of work for their own people? They don't even care about their own people. This is why they want to block all my pages, bro, because they don't want me to talk like this. Don't nobody talk like this. I don't even take them people seriously, bro. I don't argue with them. Why am I arguing with an African and a Native American, bro? And my people bought civilized cultures to y'all ass 8,000 years ago. And I'm arguing with y'all 8,000 years later. Y'all still the same hunter-gatherers. I'm not arguing with none of you tetherers. Y'all ain't even equipped to talk to me. Come on, man. We got to get back to that level of thinking. A Native American said what? An African said what? Come on, man. One for us, y'all probably wouldn't even be here, bro. We fed y'all a long time ago. We built civilizations. We built tribes of newer people. The covenant with nature was to help people, bro. The religion turned it into something else. The real covenant was with nature. Let me show you. Now you got the God's covenant. No, that ain't the original covenant. That ain't it. No. Hell no. Hell no. nature is most prominently seen in Noah's covenant. Right? But still, they're still biblical. It still ain't all the way right. The original covenant was just with nature in general. Right? Human stewardship of the land. We are responsible to care for the planet. That's the covenant. That's the real covenant. We created that covenant between our own people. We are stewards of the land, not nobody else. Them other people are just in the fucking way, stealing and copying. Let me show y'all. Y'all would think I'm just making this shit up. Right? Responsible to care for earth, which is seen by some of the extension of the covenant. The real covenant is nature. Roll the corn. Now, if our people's covenant, the original, was being stewards of the planet, to build the planet up and use the laws of Ma'at to make the planet go right.
So the shit, you see these shits? It's like this, alright? They stacked, okay? Alright, like the Jetsons, the cartoon, okay? So it ain't round, it ain't spread it all out like this. No. It's stacked, like woo, out stack, woo, out stack, woo, out stack. So you didn't see Nibiru, okay? They need to open up the sky for you to see Nibiru. They lied to you and told you the firmament never be broken, all that bullshit. Stop stop running with that shit. No, motherfucker, we breaking that motherfucking dome. Yeah, the fuck we are. That's how they trapped us. Oh yeah, the firmament can't be broken. Oh yeah. First of all, the firmament isn't even physical. It's not this density. That's for one. And it's shit that go above the firmament. Hold on. It goes past the firmament. Hold on. It goes past the firmament. Okay? So, when I say we're gonna crack the motherfucking firmament open,
Didn't I show you the different looks of Nelson Mandela? He had publicly self-identified as two other motherfuckers and was literally having different facial... Let me grab this shit.
You want the big screen? Proceed.
Not right now, but just when I come back to the screen, because I'm just going to go right here.
Everything we discussed today, but more in like a 1 hour clip or 1 hour show, if you will, on that television station for everybody to come by. And, it'll be our people because nobody believes in it right now. You feel what I mean?
Yeah.
So right now we do have a place. We can close it off and do like specific people. It's you can do Zoom type, or you can just do live streaming. You can do everything on this station. And I just wanted to throw that out there so that, as you know, as we do the Telegram and the whole nine, and I will introduce you to this guy. I know I already told you that, but when I get a chance, I'll bring him into this part of the network. So because he said he's trying to do the land patents and stuff too.
Oh, that's a bet.
Right. So I'm just letting you know the people that's in my network, you know, they are trying to make moves too.
That's a fact. Hell yeah. As we come together, like I say, next.
This, I can't even get started. Damn. What's up, man?
Hello. Good afternoon.
What's up? What you got to do with this conversation?
Well, let's see here. Yeah, no, I'm an Indio. That's what it is. So I don't know how I don't have any other way to refer to myself as. So I don't know what that means. The prompt.
Man, listen, are you native? Are you a white boy? What are you?
I'm a brown man. I'm a brown man from Arizona.
You're not brown. You're not brown. You're not brown. I'm looking at you. You are not brown. I need you to come to my live.
Yeah, no, I'm a brown man from Arizona.
Hold on.
I'm a white man.
Pause right there. Somebody said you finally changed the prompt. So this the thing. I told FBA this is what I do. You know, I like calling out the natives and stuff like that. If FBA by chance mentioned me or my people, I will put the topic right back on their ass again. So let's be smooth. Yeah. You said I'm obsessed with them? I don't think so. I think you want me to talk about them. You're the only one that mentioned them. We're not even talking about FBA right now. You are. So who's really obsessed? Let's think about what we were saying. Okay? Nobody mentioned them but you. Remember that. Now, that's not even important. Antonio, you not brown. You not brown. So don't sit up here and lie on my panel, and you're not about to sit up here and lie to my people. You are not brown. Okay? So get that out there. Is that you in your picture?
Yes.
And you said you're brown.
Yeah. Yes, I'm brown.
Okay.
Yes.
Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think this is brown, and put a 2 in the chat if he lying. Let's get a 1 in the chat if he's brown. Let's get a 2 in the chat if he's lying. And let me do my one-on-ones, y'all. We'll open the panel up in a second. Big screen, I got y'all. This him. Well, it's kind of small now because it's just a little circle. That boy say he brown. Here we go. This the brown guy. That's brown for you. So you do say that you indigenous to America, correct?
Yes. I said that, yeah.
You're indigenous to America. Liu Kang is indigenous to America. Shang Tsung is indigenous to America. Shinnok is indigenous to America. So let me ask you, what is your tribe, man? What's your tribe, man?
I don't know who any of the dudes are. The ones you mentioned right now.
Yeah. We'll talk about them a little later. What's your tribe?
Oh, my tribe. They're called Chulatecos from Mexico.
Okay, from Mexico.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mexica. Okay, so hold on.
No, you can say it.
Yeah. I know all about you folks, man. See, this one thing about CEO. CEO always do his research on shit, man. I know some stuff about folks. See what I'm saying? You already know how I do it up over here, brother. So, check this out. So, are you federally recognized?
No, not like that, no.
Okay, is there any type of blood quantum involved, or how do y'all do that? How do y'all label your people and identify each other and knows who's real from who's fake?
like it's just it's not even a question. You know, I mean, my people been here for tens of thousands of years already. We've never been anywhere else. So
brother, what I'm asking you,
know,
how do you know those are your people? Did you do a DNA test? Did you do genealogy, blood work? Like, tell us, how did you identify your people and trace your roots back to your ancestors?
Oh, just because you know, my dad's town, you know, over there, there's pyramids all around there, and you know, it's just always been part of our lives. You know, the pyramids, you know, the pottery, the cuisine.
Name
you know, the culture.
Name the names that your ancestors built. Where are the pyramids that your ancestors built?
It's right there. It's a town called Cholula right there. It's a huge pyramid. It's called the Cholula Pyramid. So it's probably like 5 minutes away from my dad's town, and whatchamacallit pyramid. So it's probably like 5 minutes away from my dad's town, and whatchamacallit, and it's just always been there. You know, there's a whole bunch of other little ones everywhere. You know, like you know, they're real into you know, astronomy there. So they built a temple there for.
Let him have it, y'all. He probably losing signal. You breaking up a little bit, man. You still with us? You still with us? Are you still here, man?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
All right. So you talking about the pyramid and stuff like that? Okay. Tell me this. What was the purpose of those pyramids that your ancestors built?
Well,
what were they for? What did y'all use them for? What was the purpose of the pyramids?
It was ceremony. You know, it was studying the stars. It was agriculture. It was community. You know, and it was religion. That's what it was.
Religion, agriculture, the star system. So y'all was reading stars. So what you telling me is that your ancestors used the stars to navigate, right?
No, we use the stars mainly for agricultural purposes. You know, just to know when to plant the corn, the beans, the squash, the cocoa beans. You know, the chili peppers.
Okay. So y'all was sharecroppers, huh?
No, we're farmers, man. You know, we cultivated corn, beans, squash, watermelon. You know,
the land.
Tomatoes.
So y'all cultivated the land,
tomatillos. Right? Yeah. My family's always been farmers. Yeah, they're still farmers to this day.
Okay.
You know, they still grow corn and squash and beans and chilies.
So
all of that. They still got turkeys.
Right.
All that kind of shit. You know, they still eat cats.
Brother, let's slow down, brother. We got too many people in here listening to me and you up here handling this business. Hey, y'all chill for a sec. I'm doing one-on-ones right now, and we'll be moving on to the next. So you said that y'all grow crops, y'all plant corn. So when do we plant this corn? I didn't know you can do it like that. How you do that?
Well, you gotta plant. You know, you plant in spring, it grows all summer, and then before winter's when you bring the harvest in.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, and like you were talking about the Mexica, that was in Mexico City there, and you had a city called Tecnolixtlan, and there they grew year round because you know, they had islands there, and you know, the weather's pretty good over there, and you know, there were such good farmers that they could grow year round. But yeah, that's important. You know, when to plant just to maximize your harvest. So so that's why they studied the stars. You know, there wasn't any you know, light pollution, and so you know, you could see them all.
Yeah, it
was important.
What was that corn called in the beginning?
They had a whole bunch of different varieties. You know, every time I go back home to my dad's town, they got red corn, they got blue corn, they got yellow corn.
Was it all?
You know, they got blue tortillas, they got red tortillas. They call it maíz.
Question: if you calm down, but all I'm asking you is, was it always called corn in the beginning?
No, they call it maíz over there. That's an indigenous word. It's a Nahua word. So
exactly.
That's what they call it. Yeah, maíz.
Somewhere. Right. So now I'm getting somewhere. So that will belong to the attention people. I appreciate y'all. If y'all don't put answers in the chat, we're talking to the natives. We understand that our people know what's going on. We get it. We got the answers. This is for them. Okay. Now, another thing. So, who are the hunter-gatherers?
They're all around, you know. I mean, you know, Mesoamerica, there were cities everywhere, so there were mostly farmers there. But you know, you go up into like northern Mexico and the southwest United States, there were more hunter-gatherers there.
Gatherers, brother. Slow down, brother. Who were they?
Just different tribes. It's geographic. So here, like I'm in Arizona, this is where I live now. So there was a lot of hunter-gatherers over here and farmers, but like the Apaches were hunter-gatherers, the Chichimeca, you know, maybe the Hopi. You know, the Hopi were farmers. Maybe the Zuni. You know, I mean, it's just who else? You know. Navajo were hunter-gatherers, you know, to an extent.
Let me ask you this. Where are you now? Are you on the res?
No, man. I'm in Arizona, right here in Phoenix.
Okay, you're in Arizona. Do you plant crops?
My family does in Mexico, but not over here. Now I work.
Exactly. Y'all don't cultivate the land, brother. You know you don't come from it. You don't come from cultivating the land.
I have a garden at home over here. I grow chiles and tomatoes and that sort of thing. You know, like what my family's always grown. Tomatillos. You know what tomatillos are?
What tomatillos?
Tomatillos that's what they make green salsa out of. So when you eat green salsa, green chili, that's how they get that green and that flavor. You know, it's been around for thousands of years, thousands of years.
Brother? You know what's crazy, brother? None of that has anything to do with y'all. See, I'm gonna tell y'all what's going on. The same thing that happens with words and languages and things like that. People adopt shit and put a spin to it and they go to claim it. Now, the reason why I'm asking you personally who are the hunter-gatherers because they were you. You know this, I know this. Your people wasn't sharecroppers, your people wasn't cultivating nobody's land, brother. And you know this. Actions speak louder than words. A lot of things that our ancestors was doing in the gap, we are doing now, just like you, right? You ain't got nothing to do with that, brother. Just like you sat up here and told me you was brown. You ain't got nothing to do with being brown, family. On my mama, you don't. So this is what we gonna do. Because, see, what I do over here is break down cap. You feel me? I break down cap, niggas come up here line, and I shut all this shit down. This is what I'm known for. So we're going to break this down to you like this, brother. We're going to ask you some more questions, and I do want you to be honest with us, okay? When did your ancestors arrive in America?
It was a time immemorial. My people been here for tens of thousands of years, probably like 50,000 years ago. You know, they got
stop
here.
Right there, stop right there, brother. Stop right there, brother. You said 50,000 years ago?
Yeah, that's right. 50,000 years, man.
Yeah. Let me get that planner right quick. We finna write this down. Let me get this planner. Hold up. Cause he said 50,000. Watch this, y'all. Watch this. He say 50,000. Boy, you the goddamn lie, boy. It's all good though.
Yeah, we've been here. Forever.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you.
We've never been anywhere else.
Brother, don't even worry about it. I'm finna prove it to you that you was. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna let you prove. I'm gonna let you debunk yourself. Watch this. I want you to remember what you're saying. You say your people got here 50,000 years ago. You sticking with that, right? You don't want to change it? You going with 50,000? Okay, you want to go on Teacup and try to Google it and get the shit? No, it ain't. See,
this is your time immemorial.
See, this the thing. It's not about being a scientist. Scientists don't even know shit. They still trying to figure shit out. I don't know why y'all get scientists the praise in the world. They don't know a damn thing. Them niggas figuring shit out just like everybody else. Fuck a scientist. What I'm telling you is this, brother. Are you going to stick with them 50,000 years? Because this is about knowing. So when you don't know something, you just tell people, I don't know the answer. This is how you save history. See, you would rather lie. No. So I'm going to ask you again. Are you telling me that your ancestors arrived over here 50,000 years ago?
Time immemorial, like we never been anywhere else. My people have always been right here in the Americas, We never came from Europe. We never came from anywhere else. Only here, I don't know. I don't know anything. You know, I mean, I couldn't tell you about Europe. I couldn't tell you about Asia. I couldn't tell you about Africa. All I know is nopales, frijoles, tortillas, beans, farming. The sky over here, it's in my DNA. You know, it's in my.
Hold on, let me say something to somebody in the comments right quick. Whoever that is in the comments talking about either way we all human, shut your dumb ass up. You just shut your dumb ass up, shut your piss ass up. Because when these folks be talking about us like some damn dogs and disrespecting our ancestors, we ain't all human then. Y'all always talk about love, peace, and happiness when somebody getting on y'all motherfucking ass. If we was all human, then why the fuck you had to treat our people the way you did? So we ain't trying to hear all that. You get your piss ass on in another live with that. We handling the business up over here. You hoe ass niggas be coming up over here trying to redirect the energy and shit, talking about all that. No, I know what's going on and you know what's going on. Now, back to what we were saying. You got over here 50,000 years ago. Okay, what was the name of America 50,000 years ago, brother? Since your people was here, so I can learn from you. 50,000 years ago, what they call it?
That way, but you know, my dad sounds called. It's called.
Brother, I'm asking you a question, brother. All we want to know, what did they call America 50,000 years ago?
You know, I could only speak to where, you know, my people are from. It was called Cholula. That's what it's called. It's an old ancient city. It's existed for 4,000 years. It's that old. So, you know, that's what it is. You know, it's an old city. I could only speak to where I'm from. That's where my people are from. I'm Mesoamerican. You know, I'm not from like the Northern Plains. I'm not from the Southwest. I'm not from California or the East. I'm from Mexico. You know, and we're all indigenous. We're all the same people.
Listen. I told you. I studied Mexica. We got that. We passed that. We don't have to keep going there. We asking you questions. What I need you to start doing, Antonio, is saying, CEO, I don't know. What you doing is guessing, just saying shit. We don't want your truth. We want the truth. That's what I be trying to tell y'all people when y'all getting up here thinking y'all some historians and shit like that. That's not how it work, brother. Now, I know you trying to get your facts right. That's why you're on the teacup. Oh, now you're gone. You see what I'm saying? This what happens when you put them in their place. Ask them the right questions. It don't take long. I ain't got to sit up here and debate nobody. I ain't got to pull up no sources, screaming and spitting on my phone. Fuck all that. Nigga, where that information at? And this is what happens. So now Antonio is back. Do you have the answer, Antonio? Did you go look for the answer, brother?
No, I'm sorry, man. It's just that I had a call come in, so it fucked the whole live up, man.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry about it.
Go ahead and ask me. Tell me again. I'm sorry about that, man. What were you saying now?
So I just need you to say I don't know when we ask certain questions, brother. Now,
yeah. That's fine. Yeah, ask me anything. I'm here, man. I'm here for you. Yeah.
And I'm glad, brother. I'm glad you're doing that. And I think
we're good, man. No, I don't know. No, I don't know.
Oh, you look familiar. Y'all be trolling so much, you kind of look familiar. So,
man, I'm here, man.
Let me ask you this, because you are
yes, sir.
American, you're Native American, and you are indigenous to America, correct?
Yeah, that's right. I'm indigenous to America. Yes.
Okay, so
that's right, 100%.
Do natives do genealogy?
Yes, we do genealogy, yes.
How far do natives get back on their genealogy? What's up with it, y'all? Peace.
Man, as far as record keeping goes, and you know, besides genealogy, you know, there's just
how far did you go
traditions.
Back? How far back did you trace your ancestors? Is what I'm asking, brother.
Man, so maybe the 1500s down there in Mexico. Yup. Until they started keeping records, you know, the Catholics over there, you know, the missionaries, you know, they set up.
That's not your stuff that they hiding, brother.
But yeah, but it's a lot of oral tradition too. You know, just the legends. You know, a lot of like you know, like supernatural things and just, you know, what they say about the pyramids, you know, just how it was, you know, our traditions before Christianity.
No, brother.
That's what it is, you know, like Native American, you know, like, you know, about turning into animals, you know, and about the stars and all the different gods, you know, the rain god, you know, Tlaloc, you know, the serpent god.
You don't even know the damn people, brother. Come on, man.
You know what I mean?
Playing and shit, talking about all that rain dance and corn dance. Ain't none of that shit original, brother. None of it. All that shit is adopted, and people trying to use what our ancestors done and put a spin to it. You gotta stop all that cap, brother. Like, for real. All that you just said, that's cap.
That's my history. That doesn't have anything to do with yours.
Listen though, that's just
I don't. You know, I'm not trying to. It's just not no disrespect to you. That's just my life. You know, it has nothing to do with you or your shit.
I mean, like I'm talking down on you. Like, come on, bro. We having a conversation. You know how they like.
I'm not trying to fight. You know, really. Like, I'm just saying. Like, I'm not trying to
get you.
You know, these are my traditions here. They don't have anything to do with yours.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have any beef with you. I don't know who you are. You're asking me, and I'm explaining to you. You know, that's what it is. Just oral traditions.
Hey, y'all, don't let these.
It's where we've always been.
I'm not gonna be talking to no 4-5 idiots at once. It's not gonna work. I'm doing one at a time. Don't let all them damn folks up on this panel. Out of here.
I respect you. You know what I'm saying? That I don't have anything to do with, you know, your traditions. My thing is separate. You know, that's where my people
okay,
from.
I'm tell
you know, that's
let me help you out, bro. I'm gonna tell you what you have to do with it. When you say stuff like you, the original Americans and shit like that, it has a lot to do with me because your people are basically trying to replace mine. You're not attaching this to America. That's what
I mean. It's not that. It's not that. I don't look at it that way. I mean,
it ain't about how you look at telling you what's going on. You ain't gonna look at it that way because you benefit from capping, brother. That's what I'm trying to get you to see.
I mean, no. I mean, there's no.